So what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Jerry Trades back with another banger video, and on today's video, as you can tell by the thumbnail, it's a little bit of a life recap to share with you guys the reason why I haven't been posting consistently on my YouTube channel and my Instagram. So when I began this channel, the goal was to really help individuals that were self-developing. I've always myself grown around self-development and building myself into a better, smarter, more efficient, higher income individual. And given the economic state of the world, you do have to be maturing and evolving. Many individuals sometimes run from the responsibility of becoming an adult, buying your first apartment, leasing your first home, furnishing it, buying groceries, keeping it clean, buying your first car, building your credit, building your businesses, exploring investments, dealing with relationships, dealing with just personal life problems, so many different aspects across life that as individuals we have to develop and conquer to move forward in life and progress. But some of us, as we can all tell by looking at our environments, shy away from these responsibilities, and some people aren't really too good at dealing with them. And especially as a young adult, I myself didn't really have supportive parents or really I guess a real support system to help navigate my decision making and my life's kind of choices to get to where I am today. A lot of it was just intuitive. I prayed a lot to God and I got guidance through there and just really kind of did my best to make the smartest decisions I could to possibly give me the best return or outcome and get me to where I am today. So I made this account and this YouTube channel and everything with Instagram to just connect with young adults, other individuals, to help them avoid trouble, avoid, the hardships of life, and have someone there to tell them that, hey, it's okay, we've been there, but there's sunlight and there's shine. There's something, there's a bright light at the end of the tunnel, man. And as corny as that may sound, it's the truth, it's not gonna happen if you're surrounding yourself with idiots, if you're not fixing your mindset, if you're not picking to surround yourself with more, optimistic, positive people in your life, if you're not making the right decisions, if you're not exploring new aspects and parts of life, such as maybe sales, building your first business, learning how to market yourself, connecting with strangers. You can't build a better financial future or just a better life hanging around the same people with small minds. You have to step out into the world, and strangers genuinely are the people that are going to take you out. Strangers can either make you 10 times better or make you 10 times worse, but you're the one that determines that. Many of us are friends that we know today, our coworkers that we know today, individuals that we know in school that we call classmates, that we might have met in college that we now call acquaintances. All at once were strangers, but they either bettered our life, has helped us, or we have helped them, and that's how we made a relationship. So that's how you navigate life, making a bunch of relationships. Some of them are going to be good, some of them are going to be bad, but at the end of the day, you have to navigate them to grow as an individual. So I really started this to just share my journey and connect with other people, because this is the reality of life, man. Not a lot of people in my environment, at least, are exposing them to this, or growing themselves openly, or just really focusing on just achieving something more as self-development to progress further in life independently, I should really say. And to me, that was always something that I didn't like. I didn't have the support system or no friends to back myself off of, so I decided to be that friend for someone else, and that's why I made this channel. So when I began making the channel, I began expressing my thoughts, connecting with other individuals, showcasing my skill set of option trading and how to navigate markets and invest to be able to create myself to be profitable and make the right decisions in all types of markets, good ones, bearish, you name it. I was making money. So I started using it to share and showcase my skill set. And I began SoCal Trading Group to really help people. Growing up as a young adult, it doesn't take a genius to see everything is fucking money, man. Excuse my language, but it's the truth. You want a house? It's money. You want a nice car? It's money. You want to take your girlfriend on nice dates? It's money. You want to have a kid and provide for it to have a really decent life, not be struggling? You need money. Your parents are getting old, they need healthcare, you need money. Everything in this world is money. Start a business, it's money. You want to go ahead and buy food, it's money. Everything is money. So as you mature and you begin to conquer that idea that, hey, I need money, I've seen that a lot of people, or even myself, didn't have tools or resources to navigate how to create more via creating their first business, whether it be in person or online. I started with a brick and mortar sort of business. It was mobile, detailing. And trust me, that in-person world is cool and all, but online really turned things up because I was magnifying my audience. I was magnifying how much people I was putting myself in front of in a day. And not a lot of people get to do that. So I wanted to be that resource to help people navigate it, be a consultant, be a coach for people that wanted to start their online business, their online presence, and start making money in the markets. Not just in the markets, but just overall develop themselves to be better and be that person to give advice and help with. So I began sharing all of my ideas online, began posting my life online, my profits online, my client wins and my client relationships online, and I began getting traction. More people from Michigan, people from New Mexico, people from Florida, people from Texas, all were coming to my little phone right here and reaching out to me to work with me. So I began building a business, and in just 5 months, I met over 71 clients that have now paid me a significant amount of money. And at first, I was about the sales. I was young, and I am young, and I'm building more experience around how to provide a better product, a better experience, the tools, the resources necessary to give a complete beginner the quality education that they need to be able to navigate the markets with as much minimal loss to them as possible. And that was really difficult to adapt to and provide for my clients, as I wasn't aware of how different people learned, how different people demanded attention, how different people, I guess, expected different results. And I was a guy that I had to give them trades. I signed myself up and set expectations for me to be the individual to give you the signal to purchase or sell a contract, or just, hey, this is what I'm buying in. Maybe you want to think about buying it. And then this is when I'm selling it. Maybe you want to think about selling it. So I was just sharing what I was doing, and it did result in a lot of financial gain for individuals, but it did also result in a financial loss for quite a few. So this is where I seen the problem, and I felt a lot of pressure, and I began focusing more on providing a better product and growing SoCal Trading Group rather than just kind of connecting with people through social media using my YouTube or Instagram. So just coming into February, December, November, and January were a little bit shaky for me, but I was now adapting to it, and it was extremely stressful, bro. Probably one of the hardest things I've ever been through in my life was accepting that I wasn't who I thought I was, in terms of I wasn't the best teacher, I didn't have the most experience, and I had to become better. And I did. I'm super proud of the progress I've made, how I've organized and structured my classes, how I organized and structured my onboarding processes, how I organized and structured my outreach processes, how I began to minimize risk in my trades, and how I began to consult and teach people differently, adapting to different personality types, different, I guess, cognition levels, different learning types, different financial situations. You know, I have clients that, hey, are making 30K a month, or I have clients that are making 2 to 3K a month. I have to give each one different advice about investing or trading, or more importantly, their personal finances is really what I give advice on. I want to clarify something, that I do not provide financial advice. Everything that I've done is just kind of shared my ideas and my perspectives on other people's investments or ideas that I believe that, hey, maybe they shouldn't do or should do, just kind of giving them my opinions. But none of it was ever financial advice. Long story short, I have to say that just because, I don't know, God forbid I run into any legality problems throughout my life further down the line. I just want to be able to clarify that now. So I was building myself around just giving people the basics, that education, that kind of little boost on the bike that they needed to get the wheels turning and started. And I built my community, and I had a lot of clients, so that came with more responsibility. And I'm not the guy that just, you know, wants to go ahead and close a transaction and put the client on the back burner and focus on the next one. I've always been that individual that cared about my clients, I guess you can say, relationship and also progress, more importantly. Because if my clients win, then I win. And word of mouth is a very powerful thing. It's how I established many of my clients, aside from just the network across the country that I've been able to meet people through social media, but majority of them have been through word of mouth. So that means someone else said something good about me, and that one came to me, and then he said something good about me, and then that one came to me. So I began building a network of many people, and I seen how quickly my reputation would go from good to bad based on my trading profits or my trading, I guess, success rate. And it was extremely stressful. To me, it's extremely hard to be able to say this is the decision I'm making, and make sure that my clients make money on it. It's a lot of pressure, bro, and it's what I signed up for, but I began adapting and learning to take more liability off of me and reset those expectations to be more of an educational resource rather than signing myself up for all that responsibility to ensure my clients genuine profits and, I guess you can say, a 100% success rate behind every trade. And that's what I was doing at first. You know, I began trading, like every single day. Every trader knows, for the most of us, we know that, hey, there's a certain type of setup, a few companies that you should be focusing on, and you'll make a really good living. But as soon as you start diversifying yourself across 8, 9 different companies that you've never traded before, that all have different price actions, all have different volumes and different headlines and, I guess, sectors and impacts across the economy that are all impacted differently on their share price, trust me, it gets hectic. And that was me. I was starting to trade Eli Lilly, starting to trade United Healthcare, starting to trade CoreWeave, starting to trade Oklo, starting to trade AMD, starting to trade Nvidia, starting to trade Apple, starting to trade Meta, you name it. Every ticker across the sun that's in the S&P 500, I was in there. And it began driving me away from my fundamental 3 that I would use to just print thousands on thousands and thousands, because I wouldn't see a setup in them, but all my clients had that pressure. Jerry, we need a trade. Jerry, we need a trade. Jerry, you're not giving me my trade. Hey, this isn't what I thought it was. I want my money back. Hey, Jerry, I took a trade and now I'm losing. Nah, bro, this isn't what I thought I was. I want my money back. Hearing that as a business owner, especially being so young with no backup first time around, extremely stressful. Why? Because that's not what I want to be known for. I've never ever put my reputation or my image on the line like that, and that's the last thing I want to do. But it's what I signed up for. It's not something I can avoid. If my performance is bad, my client's reputation and perception of me will be bad. But if my clients are good and those trading are profitable, guess what? All of them are my friend. All of them love me. I had clients tell me, yeah, make us a little money. We're going to buy you a Louis V bag. Did it ever happen? No. I made them $8,000 in 2 weeks. And the third and fourth week, they lost it all based on over leveraging. What I had initially told them, never invest all your eggs in one basket. But am I to blame because they over leveraged on one trade that went wrong? Or 2 or 3 trades that went wrong? They went and leveraged 50, 60% of their portfolio's values all in multiple 3 trades to vanish about 80% of that portfolio's value? No, but I can't correct that if I don't know what they're pressing those buttons behind. Even if I tell them, bro, they still go and do it. And that's where it's just like, I fall to blame on it if it goes bad. They're not to blame for putting too much on a position. They're not to blame for maybe entering a position late, or they're not to blame with just the loss. It's always on me. So it became very personal to me how my clients perform, how I performed, and what my reputation was being determined out in my environments or in between, I guess, the individuals that I was connecting with. So it overwhelmed me, and it just completely made me focus on my product and bettering SoCal Trading Group to make sure that, hey, now I'm on a roll, which has completely worked. Starting, January this year, I've provided significant capital gains to all my clients. I've had clients made thousands of dollars. One of my clients here made $3,000 in one day. One of my clients here made $10,000 in one day. My client Gabriel just joined 3 weeks ago, made $1,100 in one day. Multiple clients making thousands here, 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 and so many more. And it's because I finally grabbed it by the goddamn neck. I finally made it understandable. I let go of that pressure of them on me, and I just began performing as if it was just myself again. Taking only quality setups, and never feeling obligated to force a trade because my clients are waiting for profits. I'd much rather provide a quality result than a quantity of results. And that really helped me, and it was hard to adapt to. I feel like any trading coach or any consultant or any individual out there in the trading space that's providing an open Discord understands the liability of providing a good result behind your signals and accuracy. So it's a lot of pressure. And this is, bro, another part of YouTube that, hey, I can connect with those people that are just starting their trading communities, or individuals that are just getting into trading communities that maybe had good or bad experiences, that, hey, now they can treat my channel as a resource to help them. And that's exactly what I've been wanting to build. But as I built it, more people came in faster than I ever thought. And bro, my consulting business absolutely blew up. In just over 4 months, I've been able to create 71 new opportunities, clients on retainers for 6 months to a full year, working with me every single day, me providing in-person classes and online classes with my students out of fucking states. It was insane, bro. Absolute insane growth across my finances, my new work style. I had to adapt to now being responsible for all of them, and it was a shitload of work. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy. I probably have one of the hardest things to do out there. I mean, no, I don't want to say that either, but adapting to it from not doing it before to doing it now was a huge step, a huge change that honestly, bro, I just needed to focus on and take a break from. But now I'm back, and man, I'm so happy to be able to have control over my group, over my deal flow, and confident once again to be able to, yeah, SoCal Trading Group is genuinely something special, and what it is I'm building here is not like anything else out there on the market. And I've been able to make genuine, amazing relationships with all of my clients, but that's why I haven't been posting too much on social media, on Instagram, voicing my opinions. And I really want to step back into this space because I want to do it to help people. I know how fucked up the world is. I know how difficult it is out there. A lot of people don't understand the difficulties of life and how important money is, and how bad it is to be surrounded with negative influences, how bad it is to waste time doing the wrong things, how bad it is to make mistakes while you're young and pay for the consequences all across your adulthood and into your maturity. It's difficult, man, and it's a part of the journey, bro. And I feel like there's not too many, I guess you can say, influencers or social media presences out there that are just genuinely documenting their life to help and just share, I guess, a piece of them that can maybe help someone else. And that's what I want to do. I want to share a piece of me to help you, because no one was there to help me. And that's exactly why I started this channel, and I had to remind myself of that. And today I make this video for you to hopefully make a vow to continue making this content, to grow this community, and do my best to be able to, man, help every single one of you guys in a way that I was never helped. And that's genuinely the most fulfilling thing that I feel like I can do in my life at the moment. So let's continue making profits. We have an amazing trading month ahead of us here in February, extremely volatile markets, but I do want to get some rest, man. It's now 2:10 in the morning. I'm up late working for you guys. I just finished editing our YouTube video, Intro to Stock Options, recording a little bit of reels, and yeah, it's up late working. These are the late nights that it takes to become successful, man. Market opens at 6:30 a.m. I gotta be up at 6:30. That's about 4 hours and 20 minutes of sleep if I'm lucky. But that's the cycle that I'm willing to sacrifice while I'm young to live better while I'm older. And I just want to share that with you guys, because there's no easy way out. You're either going to go do it and work these hours for an employer, or you're going to go do it and work these hours for yourself to build a legacy, to build something that no one can fire you from and no one could take away from you. And that's why I tell you guys, build for yourself, because no one will ever take away the work that you created. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for supporting. I'm going to go ahead and get some rest. Jerry Trades with SoCal Trading Group, man. I love you guys. Thank you all for being a real one and supporting the channel. Over and out.